Welcome back to Ask Mr. Franchise. Our guest today, none other than Laura Canone, one of the co-founders of GlamaGals. Laura, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Now, GlamaGals Tween Party Spa.
Yes.
It sounds really cool. I've been there. I fell in love with the place. It's really awesome. But for somebody that's never been there before, how'd you describe it to them?
Lights, camera, glam.
Okay.
Those are just some words that came to my head right now, but that's exactly what it is. You walk in and you're like, wow, pink, black, white, zebra, damask, color schemes, high energy, music pumping with top 40, and you just feel like you're ready to have a good time in the spa.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, how did you come up with this idea?
So, we can be here all day, but I'll give you a quick little rundown. My bridal shower was spa themed because I got proposed in a spa. So we said, let's do a spa themed bridal shower. I love going to spas.
You proposed to in a spa?
My husband proposed to me in a spa downtown Toronto.
Now that's a husband who loves you.
And he got me the chocolate treatment. And
yeah.
it's the funniest story, but I got proposed in a spa.
Very cool.
When I was taking a massage, getting a massage. So we thought, let's do a bridal shower with that theme. And we had a table set up because we always find that kids are always neglected at bridal showers. They're always, not bothering, but they're always, not doing something that they should. Or mom's trying to have a conversation with another friend that they haven't seen in a while. And the children are, they're just left like, oh, what are we doing? We said, let's do a booth with a spa booth table for kids. So we thought, let's do the lip gloss. Let's do like a little manicure. Let's get them to make their own little purse, like a felt purse. The kids at the table went nuts for it. Parents, even at the bridal shower, like that were family and friends, were like, what a great idea. We love it, what you did. We had the best time ever because our kids were occupied and we were able to engage in conversation and catch up with old friends and family. So then my cousin Vanessa, who was at the bridal shower, she said, I want my birthday party like this, but I want it even more spa. And we're like, really? She's like, yeah, I want manicures and pedicures and crafts and facials. And Josie and I are like, yeah, no problem. We could do that for you. It took us like an hour one night. Josie and I brainstormed. We're like, what can we do to make this pretty cool for her and her friends? And we said, let's go get some robes. La Senza's having a sale. So we went to La Senza Girl, got some robes for the kids. We really did it up. The party was 2 hours and the kids were giggling and laughing the whole time. Parents were snapping pictures. And by the end of it, people were like saying, can we book our party next? We're like, this isn't a business. But okay. They're like, how much do you charge? We're like, we don't know because this is new. And then, we started just doing it as a part-time thing. Like I said, Josie was in university to be a teacher. I was already finished university. I took sociology and I was doing an aesthetics degree at night. And I thought, this is even better now. Like the two are going to go hand in hand.
Sure.
And we did mobile parties. We went to, in 2 years, we were just, all our friends and family were even helping us out because we were just growing. Our dad's basement, our mom's basement was a spa filled with spa materials, bath bombs, you name it. And then my dad said, it's time for you girls to find a place because I want my place back down here because it's too much. And we took the next jump and we got our own store in Concord.
And your dad must have been very influential in all of that.
He was very influential because we don't want to take a gamble, but my dad's like, no, you got to do this. You guys are doing so well, you have to do this.
You stumbled onto something.
Exactly.
And your dad really saw the potential in the two.
He did, definitely.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've really taken that empowerment and put it into the GlamaGals culture.
Yes, I've always had no fear, right? So I've had maybe a little fear at the beginning, but no fear after the success that Concord has had and how we've had to expand. I want even children to leave with no fear, like be yourself, go be powerful, you can do it. If you put your mind to something, you can do it. And that's what I tell everybody.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, there's a GlamaGals oath that the girls
Yes.
take. Who came up with that, and how was that born? Because it reminds me of something very famous called the Johnson & Johnson credo.
Oh.
And the credo at Johnson & Johnson was written, I think, in about 1880.
Okay.
By a general who founded Johnson & Johnson Pharmaceuticals. And every time they have to make a decision in the company, they go back to this credo. And they always use it as their guiding force. And the oath reminds me of that.
So how the oath came up is when we first started, parents were a little skeptical about dropping their girls off at a place where they're going to get glammed. Some parents would make comments and they would say, I don't want my daughter to start doing this at such a young age, I'm concerned. And we wanted parents to understand that, yes, they're getting glam, but we're also doing crafts and we're making them create their own lip balm and give it their own name. So we want them to be creative. And then we thought about, at the end of each party, we should let girls know that this is for fun, but you came in beautiful and you're leaving beautiful. So beauty is always from within. And we want children to always remember that, tweens to remember that. So Josie and I put our heads together and we're like, we need to make it official by putting it on our wall and making girls sign it so that they don't leave
They
thinking.
sign it.
They sign it. So our wall has the credo, and then they sign each of it once they're done at the end of the party. And they love it, because then they come back, if they come back for another party, and they start looking for their signature.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is a really cool idea. And you know, being a father of 2 daughters, I'm such a huge fan of that.
Good.
Because I'm constantly looking for ways to improve their self-esteem, increase it, make them feel empowered, make them feel beautiful from within, and let them know that, you know, they're just amazing the way they are. And that's hard to do, but you've created an entire center around it.
We have, and friendship is a big deal as well. There's so many girls these days that they have one friend one day, a new friend another day, there's bullies, and this, back to this, our theme and our credo, it goes back into that. We say, you know, close your eyes, count to 5, and remember all your girlfriends here today with you. Because we want them to leave to go back to school on the Monday and realize, you know what, we had a good time. We're not going to pick on each other in the playground today.
So really strong anti-bullying message.
Exactly,
too.
very big.
That's amazing. That is just amazing. Now, you're franchising.
Yes.
Why?
Because we want to bring the GlamaGals tween spa name everywhere, because we have so many people coming from different parts of Ontario, even different parts of Canada. We had a lady come from Newfoundland about a month ago, that she was here for a trip to see a family member. And you know what? We want to bring it everywhere, because girls need to have a place for themselves. They don't need to go to mom's adult spa. They can come to a tween spa, which is just for them. And it's time that girls have their voice be heard like this.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're so passionate about it. Where does that passion come from?
You know what? I sleep at night with a notepad because I just have so many ideas. You know what? It's I had a great childhood. My parents gave us everything we wanted, and I'm not talking materialism. I'm talking about love, beliefs, and confidence. And because of that confidence that they gave me, I have the confidence to believe that I can do anything as well in this industry with tweens.
Wow.
And I want tweens to have that too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, franchisees,
Yes.
you know, they're grown-up tweens.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Well, mostly because we can't have guys obviously running GlamaGals franchises. That would be a little weird. But what would you look for, or what are you looking for in the quality of a franchisee candidate?
They must love pink.
Okay.
But if we're going to get serious, I want someone that is going to be confident, strong, sensitive, able to deal with parents and children on a personal level and emotional level, because we also do the birthday parties, so that is an emotional part of life. That happens one time a year, that milestone, and I want a franchisee to have that emotion inside them to make it the best day ever for that child.
Very cool.
And I want them to have the commitment that Josie and I bring forth to GlamaGals, that you're always working in a sense, not physically, but mentally. So if you're not at your location, you're thinking about your location and you're wondering if everything's okay. And that's what I want them to bring forth.
You're married to your business, right?
That's right.
And in this case, because you're a franchisor, they're married to you and their business.
That's right.
Now, from an investment, it's a relatively low investment.
It is.
I think you're talking about total investment of $100,000?
Yeah. Josie and I, in our years, we've nailed it. So we've done our research to give you that number, to get you the best prices in products and supplies and furniture and in building a GlamaGals as well.
Very cool.
So we've done our work for you.
And royalty 6%, advertising's 2%, I believe?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Now, I think we looked at some numbers at one point in time, and I'm not going to quote net margins today, but they're like high.
Yeah.
Ridiculously high. Like, I've never seen net margins like this in an industry before.
Yes, they're high.
Yeah.
We have like I said, the research that we've purchased products at the lowest prices, and we've managed to do our parties effectively.
Now, one of the things that I would expect to hear is, while margins are high, and yeah, it's cute, and yes, it's cuddly, is it a fad?
As long as your wife's gonna go do her nails, and I'm gonna go get my nails done, and I'm gonna go do my facials and hair, and we're gonna keep taking care of ourselves, personal care, children will do personal care. It's whatever we're doing, they wanna do. So I don't think it's a fad. It's been around for about 12 years. And about 15 years ago is when all those nail salons started going up. Right?
Now, what I love about your concept is, what I really found strong that is also non-fad based is you're not affiliated. You're not princess parties.
No.
You're not Dora. You're not, any of these brands are not GlamaGals. GlamaGals is GlamaGals, and
right.
it celebrates being glamorous.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're original.
Yeah. Now, you've had competitors come up.
Tons.
And you've had them disappear. You've
Yes.
run them out of town.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, we've had competitors in the Ajax area as well. When we first opened, within 2 months of us opening, they were goodbye. And they didn't have it right. They didn't have it right at all. And we have it right. And we've proven to have it right. When we opened up in Vaughan, there was another company around the corner from us. And they closed. We opened in Vaughan in September of 2008, and they closed in November of 2008. Another company this past year, they opened up, they tried in Kleinberg. I don't know if I could be bringing that forth, but they closed, right? So they didn't do it right. And they didn't bring, I don't know who am I to judge them, but I don't think they put the heart in it either. And that's important.
Oh, often imitated, never duplicated.
That's right.
One of the challenges that I would see is in the quality of the candidate. Yes, they have to be passionate. Yes, they have to be excited. Yes, they have to be invigorated. But as far as business acumen goes, you know, you and your sister, and you know, you've been very blessed. You were born with your business partner.
Yes.
You know, and born with your mentor, in that your father really helped guide you in the business world.
Yes.
Franchisees are going to look to you to be that role to them. How do you feel filling those shoes now?
I'm excited.
Are you?
Yeah, it's the next step, and it's where I want it to go.
And the demand's been huge, because you posted one announcement on Facebook.
Yeah, just one status update on our Facebook company page.
We're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
With the amount of people that are interested.
Yeah.
What I found also interesting is you're very responsible about your growth. How many locations do you see in Ontario?
In Ontario, I'd say about 20.
Okay. And that way it's not oversaturated.
Yeah, I want every franchisee to make money.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want someone to step on someone else's toes either. Yeah. I'm not greedy, and that's not what GlamaGals is about. So we're not going to go on that premise.
Happy, profitable franchisees.
Exactly.
That's the premise.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, when we're looking at franchisees, when we're looking at investments, when we're looking at locations,
right,
what kind of attributes should we be looking for when it comes to picking or finding a GlamaGals location that makes sense?
I'd say 1,500 to 1,800 square feet.
Okay.
In a location that
plus basement or without a basement?
Can have it
included
in it.
Okay.
Definitely. Basically walking where people can walk into. Main street, yes, but not too much of a main street, because we don't want you to pay such a high rent that you're not going to get the income, right? The profit.
Yeah.
So take away from your profit. In terms of if it's set up already, it's even better. So if you're taking over a spa or a salon that has closed down, and you're just taking, the drywall's already done, you just got to paint it and the floors are done, it's even better. Yeah.
Now, also on the disclosure document, I noticed that your husband is one of your partners.
Yes, my husband is, sorry.
Our husband.
No, we don't share, Dave. We don't share.
That's someplace in British Columbia, I think.
No. Sorry, my husband. Everything's been ours so far. So yes, my husband Dave is, yes.
Okay. And tell me about his relationship to the business and what he does for the company.
Dave is the technology guy.
Okay.
So our website, he helped build our website. Our Facebook page, he maintains our Facebook page. He sets up our Facebook page. Twitter, he helps out with that as well. The construction of GlamaGals, Dave was involved in all of that. Repairs, maintenance, that's Dave. The support system when I'm not around and someone has to deal with my daughter, that's Dave.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're really lucky.
Thank you.
Now, if there's one thing that you're really looking for in the quality of a GlamaGals franchisee candidate, what would it be?
Energy and confidence.
Okay. And if there's one thing that if there's the things that you really want them to ask themselves before they come forth and meet with you and get involved in the process, what are things they really need to look into themselves? I mean, as far as hours go, operations, weekends, evenings, all of that.
I want them to ask themselves if they're ready to be committed for 60 hours a week for the first 3 months. That their weekends are not going to be weekends. They're going to be working. I want them to ask themselves if they're ready to take that on. Because if they are, then they've answered. If they can be a part of GlamaGals.
Now, on a supply and demand side,
Yes.
I heard
Yes.
you've got some months that are sold out.
Yeah, June is almost sold out already.
Wow.
May's done. April's done. It's
Sold out.
Sold out. Yeah.
3 months in advance.
Like if you want to get an a la carte service, we tell parents to call us on the Friday to see if there's availability on the Saturday of the cancellation. We get booked up quickly.
Like some of the top spas in Toronto don't book out 3 months in advance.
But they're not tween spas, right?
Fair enough.
Because we are a tween spa, and that's what it is, right? We have a flat screen TV. Girls can watch their favorite movie while they're getting a pedicure done if they want. We make it really tween friendly, and that's why we're sold out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, there's one word that I really use to kind of capture it all. We were talking about Disney during the break,
Yes.
and that word is culture. You've fostered an unbelievable culture here.
Yes.
How did you do that? And how are you going to replicate it with franchisees?
The culture that we've created, I have to, yes, give kudos to my sister, but I have to give kudos to our staff as well. We train our staff monthly, always upgrading on new techniques, new ways to engage girls to make them feel 120% special. So that's how we've developed our culture. When every girl comes in, I know we keep saying the word girl, we're not allowed at GlamaGals to call them a girl. We have to call them a tween. So these are just ways that our culture has evolved. Have a glamalicious day at the end of every email.
I love that part of your emails.
Yes. So, or just our activities and services, they're very tween and glam friendly.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Now, tell me about March break.
March break.
Because you told me a crazy story about March break, and I'd like you to share with the audience about supply and demand.
So March break, we offered 25 spots at each of our locations for 2 days. We only had 2 theme days. Thursday was our March break beach party, and Friday was our My Pink Pajama party. And Josie and I always have realized that holidays during the summer, the pink pajama party, kids go nuts for it. It gets sold out no matter what. So we're going to do that. But then we're like, let's bring in this tropical beach party because the weather is going to be nice. Or it's not nice. People think they're going away and they're not. So we brought forth this tropical beach theme party, and 25 kids we had registered. And Josie was at work that day, and the doors open at 10, and she's looking outside at 9:30, and she's got the 25 kids there, and they keep coming. And then she's like, okay, we're at 26. As the mom, oh yes, we're just waiting. We just wanted to see if you didn't have, some kids didn't show up. And Josie was like, well, they did show up, and we just felt bad, and we let them come in. And there was like 5 or 6 more kids after that.
Wow.
That we were prepared because you know what, at GlamaGals, you always prepare. So we were fine, but it was that there was a demand for this day so much that people were waiting outside to see if we had a cancellation that morning. Yeah.
Now you're evolving constantly, new product lines, new revenue streams. I understand stagettes are starting to become a part of your revenue.
Yes.
Tell me a bit about that.
So basically on Saturday nights, most of our parties end by like 7 o'clock, 7:30. It could even be 8. At that time, we want to implement a stagette party where girls can come in and get their manicures done, have their pre-drinking, we get a liquor license for the day, and then they hop on their party bus and they can go downtown. But they can start their party off first at GlamaGals as a meeting place.
Very cool.
And they get their nails done.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Now, you also do fundraisers for Girl Guides, Scouts,
Yes.
dance troops. Tell me a bit about that.
So for Girl Guides, we do a discounted rate, and we do like a little mock version of a party, and it's to help them get their All About Me badge. And we do yoga, and we'll do manicures, and we'll talk to them about some self-esteem issues, and Josie or Teresa, the managers, will bring in a workshop about that, and that helps them get their badge. So a lot of Girl Guide leaders really like that because it's less work for them, and the girls get to have a good night at GlamaGals.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So I understand that you're about to launch your own product line. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So it's going to be different flavored sugar scrubs, creams, bath bombs, cake pops, cupcakes, all for your manicures and pedicures, all different flavors.
That's really exciting.
And all GlamaGal.
And all GlamaGal.
And all natural.
Really?
Yes. Paraben free. It's going to be amazing.
Now, all of these chemicals, that's another thing. I would imagine moms get nervous about that.
And they do, and that's why we've done our research.
Okay.
All of our products at GlamaGals are paraben free.
Okay.
We have a nail polish line, which is as natural as mud. So it's natural. And the moms love it, that they have the opportunity to put that on their daughter's nails, that we can do that for them.
That's awesome.
Same with our facials. We use a Bellaboo line, which is from Australia, and it's all natural.
What's the number one reason someone should consider becoming a franchisee with this? I mean, it's unbelievable, everything.
Number one reason is the market's yours. because basically right now there's only 2 locations and it's only going to get bigger from here.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Laura, thank you so much for joining us today. This was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
Laura Canone, our guest and co-founder of GlamaGals Franchising, and we wish you the best of luck. What's the website?
www.glamagalparty.com.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.